Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? I pray that everybody is doing well today. Thank you so much for tuning in to It's in the Book Show. My name is Tammy M. Lilly, and I am your host of It's in the Book Show, as well as I am the CEO of KRC Bookstore. KRC Bookstore is a Black-owned organization that believes in promoting positive Black images by Black authors. So each and every one of our books that are in the bookstore is by a Black author. So we are so excited to have this particular platform. We are here every single Friday live at 7 p.m. Central Time, and we are streaming not just on Facebook. We're not just streaming on our Facebook pages. We're in Facebook groups, as well as we are streaming from YouTube. Awesome and amazing. And so we do some replays and so forth. So don't worry if you don't catch this particular one all the way. We do the replay. So if you're watching from YouTube, please make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure you subscribe to us so you can hear from some amazing authors, as well as hearing about some of the amazing books that we have in KRC Bookstore. Today we have an amazing guest. Before we get to her, we want to pay a couple, commercials. We're going to be talking to Miss Sharon Jenkins, amazing young lady. I have opportunity to talk to her on several different occasions. So you definitely don't want to miss hearing from her. She's an amazing young lady. She's an amazing author, as well as she helped other authors with their book journey. So if you feel like you got a book in your soul, in your spirit, you definitely want to reach out to her. And so you want to listen into this because she's going to give you some wonderful information, as well as tell you about her book. So before we get started, we're going to run a commercial, and then we're going to come back in with Miss Sharon. Be right back with you.
Here we go.
Hello. We're back. Thank you so much for joining us today. That is one of the commercials that is created by our video creation department. They did the opening introduction, as well as they do the ending, which is the same. Our ending is our introduction is the same as our outro. So they do that particular video for us, as well as that is one of our commercials from that same department. They do book trailers. So if you're interested in having a book trailer, or if you have a business and you're interested in having a commercial for your business, please don't hesitate to reach out to us, and we'll make your vision come to fruition, to be able to represent your business in a professional, positive light, to be able to get the best exposure, to be able to represent your business in your social medias and any other platforms that you want to play it in, as well as we have a platform here for your commercials to play as well. So without any further ado, we're going to roll off and talking to Miss Sharon Jenkins. I'm not going to talk too much about it because, hey, she has a lot of information that she can give to you. She has a plethora of information that she can give to you. So if without any further ado, we're going to bring Miss Sharon Jenkins up. Hey, how are you doing?
Hello, I am doing fine. Ooh, we
Awesome.
have an echo.
Okay. Well, I'm going to move on out the way so you can tell the people about what you have going on.
Okay, sounds good. Well, hello, people out there. Again, my name is Sharon C. Jenkins, and I am a master communicator. I've been in the publishing industry for over 15 years, and I've had some wonderful experiences with authors and some learning experiences with authors. My passion came from my own experience and attending a writers' conference and not actually being prepared for that. And I decided that I wanted to honor the profession by getting equipped so that I could equip others. And one of the beautiful things about this journey that I'm on with authors is the fact that I get to be the guinea pig before we try a new service or a new software. So I just want to say authors are a business. And authors are my personal superheroes. When I was a kid in school, I would stay in the library. I wouldn't say I was a nerd. I would just say I had a love for books. And I would read every book that I could possibly get my hands on. So, authors ultimately became my superheroes. And so, I want to tell you a little bit based on that theory that authors are my superheroes. I have come up with an idea and I placed it in a few of my books about you being a super author and what that means. And I feel that when we can be pointed to examples of people who are doing the business and doing it well, it helps us to gain an advantage when we start our own personal journey, or maybe your journey isn't working and you need some help. So initially, I started with this book, Are You a Super Author? And it has 14 stories of super authors who have mastered entrepreneurship. And entrepreneurship is not a made up word, it's a real word. It's authors who master entrepreneurship. And so when you do that, you master authorpreneurship. So I wrote this book first, and it's chock full of personal stories by authors who have either become successful in their business as a result of writing a book or being instrumental in providing services in the publishing industry, or they have become successful authors because they tell good stories. And then recently, I had the privilege of publishing this book. You can be a super author too. And this has 15 stories in it also. And we recap a few of the stories in the first book because they were just so good. It has multiple people from diverse cultures and also diverse genres. And last but not least, part of the super author um, I call it series, is this super author journal where you get an opportunity to there's tons of tools in this particular book that will help you better plan your author experience. And so that's what I do. And I write solely most of the time, I shouldn't say solely, but I write most of the time to give you tools so that you can be more successful in whatever you decide you want to do, whether you want to be traditionally published or self published or do a hybrid of both of those types of publishing.
That is amazing. I absolutely love the cover. The cover was definitely something that definitely popped out to me because we have so many different um people that are interested in becoming authors in these days because it's so important to tell your story. And so a lot of times we have a lot that's in us, and we just need a little extra help to be to pull it out. So I love the fact that you wrote those amazing manuals to help authors out along the way, because I know you're an author yourself, and so definitely that helps out dramatically, to be able to share, your gift with others, to be able to share with others what you're, went through, and to be
The guinea pig.
no matter
Ah,
what, that helps them to be able to get that information out. So
mm.
definitely thank you so much for what you're doing and so forth. So um you also, not only do you write these books for others to read, you also have a service that you offer for those who want to, not just, read the book and do everything themselves. They, if they need that extra coaching, somebody to hold them by the hand, especially if that's their very first book that they're writing, you also offer a service as well, right?
Yes, they call me the literary midwife. We've got an echo going on, so I hope they can hear us. They call me the literary midwife. Wherever you are in the book birthing process, I come alongside you and help you to have a successful book delivery. And the reason why I use that example, because a lot of times authors think when they hire a coach or they hire someone to help them complete their book, they think, unfortunately, that they can go somewhere and sit down and they don't need to be a part of the process. But what we do, or what I do, I partner with the author and I advise the author, coach the author, and sometimes we actually do some ghostwriting for authors because they've got this dream and they are super busy and they don't have the time to fulfill that dream. So we help them do it. But we strongly believe that for you to have the product that you want or the end result that you're trying to get, that you're going to have to be an instrumental part of the process.
That is so so true. A lot of times, when people decide to hire somebody, they think because now that they're doing some kind of investment in it, they don't have to put the footwork in. But the reality is, you cannot tell their story. Only they could tell their story. Only they know the vision. So they have to give you the vision, and you're just there to help them organize it and package it in a way where they could package it and sell it. I mean, that's just like anything. If you go to McDonald's, you want to get your meal packaged together. Yeah, you don't want to go eat it, but you want it packaged together. So that's just what you're doing. You bring it in a packaging, and that's valuable. That services that you're offering is valuable, because I own a bookstore. I see so many different books that are can have the potential to be so wonderful, but they're so poorly put together. Not because they didn't put the work into it, but because they don't have the know-how. And so you have to reach out to people like yourself that experience in there, that can help them put that package together. And they have to be instrumental in it. So I love the fact that you put that information out there, because a lot of people don't know. They have this desire to do something, and they don't have the know-how to be able to put it out there for mainstream, to package it up and make it look real pretty and so forth, and sell it to the masses. So I definitely thank you for what you're doing, because your services is so valuable to a person who is interested in breaking into the industry, especially when they're new to breaking in the industry. And even if they already have some books,
Mhm.
already, or one book, two books, or so forth, your service is still valuable, because you could bring something to them to help them along the way.
So, and what we don't think about is the competition. We do not think about the fact We think we're going to write a book, put it on, I know I did, put it on the shelf, and the people are going to run in the store just to my book, a store of hundreds of books, and they're going to go right to my book, buy every copy of my book, and then they're going to tell their friends, and their friends going to go. We think that's what's going to happen, but no, books are kind of like coffees. People have different kinds of coffees that they prefer. And if everybody bought our book, then they probably wouldn't buy any other books from anybody else. They're not going to be interested in your book. So you have to be very strategic about your marketing strategy and how you go after the people, your target audience that you want to read your book. And a lot of times we write for money, and that's a good thing. There's a myth out there that you can't make money from writing a book, but you can. Go tell Rawlings that. Tell her, and or tell James Patterson that they can't make money writing a book. Okay, and so I want to encourage people not to give up. I've seen how can I say it? I've seen strategies used to hurry up and get the book out there and all that wonderful kind of stuff. But once you use up all your friends and all your family members, I mean, who you gonna sell a book to? And number two, you gotta market it. So your cold audience will have a better idea of who you are and what you have to offer. But don't ever forget you have to write a good book, and it needs to be packaged correctly. You are absolutely right, Tammy, because I've seen some jacked up books. And another reason why I got in the business is to make sure that whatever you produce is marketable, that the people that are in the marketplace will want to buy your book. I used to say, we look at a book like a book by Joyce Myers, and we want to be able to put your book beside her book, and you won't be able to tell the difference in regards to quality. So
Indeed, indeed. I love it. You gave some just very, very valuable information to those who may be watching. Um now y'all know you have a project coming up next
yes.
year. So I want you to talk with us briefly about the project.
Well, actually, I have two projects. The first project is I've been wanting to write a fiction book for a long time, and I've had a couple of stop starts. I'm an author just like you, and I I struggle with the same things that you struggle with. So I'm doing the Nano Write Month, and my goal is to have my first fiction novella ready in January. And we are well on the way to moving towards that goal. So I anticipate that it will be ready for January, for the new year. And of course, I caught the Wakanda fever. So and the Woman King fever. So it's got that kind of flavor in it. So you want to make sure you reach out to me so that we can put your name on a list so we can share with you when the book is released. Okay. And you can reach me at SharonCJenkins@gmail.com. And I'm all over Facebook and Instagram. So you'll be able to find me. Just look for, I call myself Super Author Granny because of the gray hair. Look for me. Okay.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. And I am so looking forward to seeing these projects come to fruition. I'm definitely, looking to tap into that because I love the storyline of the Wakanda, and I love the storyline of the Women King. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have seen those movies, Miss Sharon over here is bringing something to the table that has that feel. And so if
Yeah.
you enjoyed those movies, and this young lady is a force worth reckoning with. She has been doing this thing, and this is what she does, and she loves it, and she helps others in it. So she's stepping into an area that she hasn't necessarily stepped in before.
Mm.
So, she's getting out of her comfort zone. So somebody that you definitely want to start working with, a person who is not take on
Mhm.
the world um, on the different social medias of her life, to be that particular book, because you definitely want it. Don't miss out on it. Do that's going to be worth it. No, so thank you so much.
Thank you, Tammy. We appreciate you allowing us to be on your show. And also, for anybody who's looking for more information
We're doing a little bit
about
in the car
our
right now
company,
for the time being, and I think we got some bad weather in the area because
yeah,
I keep seeing it flickering, and it's never done that before. So
yeah,
we might have some bad weather in the area. So I know it's cold outside.
yeah,
So
yeah.
thank you so much for getting on with me, Miss Sharon. I definitely appreciate you, carving out some time to tell us about your projects, to tell us about the organization. What's the name of the business?
Mac Write, well, Master Communicators Writing Services, and you can find us at mcwritingservices.com or go to superauthorgranny.com.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And
Thank you, Tammy.
yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on with us. And we definitely, respect and love the fact that you came on with it. Much love to you. And I definitely will be looking out. Yes.
Okay, thank you, darling.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right, you guys. All right, we got you guys. We're gonna move on to the next section of the show of the It's in the Book show, where we believe that everything and anything can be found in a book. You just have to find the correct book. Now we have some books that's in the bookstore that we want to be to tell you about, and we want to be able to do some reviews. So we're gonna do a little half and a half. We're gonna do a few books that are in the bookstore, as well as we're going to do some reviews. So let's play this commercial for you, and we'll be right back. Check out Miss J Boo, the heartbreaker. You don't want to miss out on her. You don't want to sleep on her. All right, be right back with you.
YMRE Media.
Shire Productions. J Boo the Heartbreaker. It's nothing like working out with your friends in J Boo the Heartbreaker apparel. You can go to the gym, have fun, relax, and all of this versatile apparel. Even when you get a little bit too sweaty, you can feel sexy. J Boo the Heartbreaker apparel can take you everywhere. Business meetings or just drinks with your friends. And fellas, J Boo the Heartbreaker did not forget about you. You can look dope in all this apparel. Don't forget to shop today. Make sure you check out www.jboo.com.
If that wasn't enough, check out this merch.
right, you guys. You seen the website, J Boo the Heartbreaker. Please make sure you get to her website. Please make sure you get out there and check out her apparel. Beautiful young lady. I've had the opportunity to work with her a couple times. When I first, start seeing her and watching her and following her and so forth. Um, I was quite impressed with her. And she was quite humble. And definitely you want to go to her website, check out her apparel. The commercial was talking about her workout gear. Now she has much more than workout gear. You see, she has a backpack out there. She has some workout gear. She has some swimwear. So she has a lot more other things other than those items. Please make sure you go out and check her out. Support her, the J Boo, the Heartbreaker. She does fashion shows. So if you're into doing fashion shows, you want to check out the fashion show, or if you're looking to be a model, she has lots of opportunities out there for you. So definitely make sure you check her out. So thank you so much for watching and being there. So now this is a section of the show where we're going to talk about some books. I'm not going to be in front of you too much longer, but we want to talk about some books. These are two of the books that's in the bookstore. This is a book of poetry right here. This is Lyrics of My Reality, Reflections and Inspiration, a collection of revealing poise and compilating poetry. So this is by Miss Jacqueline P. Walker. Um, Book of poetry. If you enjoy your poetry, you need to have some inspiration. You need to have some inspiration. Definitely, you want to get this one. This is a beautiful book of poetry. We also have one of her other books in the store. This is Season of Disruption. Now, this is a novel. This particular book, what happens in the book in the beginning is a young lady that lives in the Caribbean area, and she has children. Now, as mothers may know, a lot of times we do things that we have to do. We got to go out there and work when we want to spend time with our children at times. So we make the sacrifice that's needed to be made as parents, period. And so that's what this book is about. She came into the States to make money. Somewhere along the line, something happened at home and it made her have to consider going back. And it was something that if she did not go back, that it may have caused humongous problems with her family, and she had to make a choice. Now I know you say, hey, that's simple, something going on with my kids, I'm gonna go back, forget that money. But when you really really need that money to take care of your kids, to care for your kids, and you have to make that choice, sometimes it's not so much of an easy decision. So this is a novel, Season of Destruction. So if you enjoy a novel, we do have some novels in our bookstore. This is definitely something you wanna get. So either you want books of poetry or you enjoy a good novel, Season of Destruction. Both of these are on our website, www.krcbookstore.com. So let's get this rolling. Boom, there it is. There's a website. There's a website. So, next book I want to tell you about today. Um, this particular book. This book right here, this is called 30 Days of Truth. Now, what this particular book does, it takes particular words that you're faced with in day-to-day life, such as honesty. And it says organic flowers hit different. Do you prefer conventional over honesty? A lot of us say that we want people to be honest with us, but do we really want people to be honest with us? I mean, just seriously, seriously, seriously think about it. Do you want people to be honest with you? So this particular book, it takes a word each and every day, and it gives her perspective of it. And what it does, it opens up your mind to you thinking about what that word means to you, such as wisdom. Wisdom. I speak to the elders of the village to gain knowledge of the past and listen to the children of the land to discover the gifts of the future. Where do you seek wisdom? Very good book. Very, very, very good book. You definitely want to get this one. It's one of those things that's short and very impactful. You know, a lot of times people will get wrapped up in certain things when we may see a video and it talks about the keys to marketing. And that video may be 2 minutes long, and we may think that it's not giving you anything. And it's very impactful. And that's what this book is. It's very impactful. So it hits, and it hits hard. Our next book we want to talk about today, Miss Shannon. Miss Shannon Gordine. Um, I just absolutely am so blown away from this young lady. I remember she first came into the bookstore. She had 2 books, and now she has not only those 2 books. She has children books. She has a TV show. She has got her life coaching certification. So she has just came a long way. I just absolutely love having authors in the bookstore and seeing them blossom to a beautiful butterfly. So this particular book talks about unveiled pieces of a broken mask. Now I have 2 of her books in the bookstore, but this is one of her books, and this talks about unveiling pieces of the broken mask. Now, part of the broken mask for her was hurt, fear, anger, insecurity, feeling weak, feeling depressed, feeling worthless. You know, so often, we feel these things and we may not necessarily express these things, or we may feel like we're by ourselves in feeling worthless. You know, I know I'm talking to somebody out there. There's somebody out there that's felt worthless. There's somebody out there that had fear because of something that happened in their life, and it made them feel insecure with what they was going through because they went through those things. So it made them feel not secure in their self because somebody has said something to them, somebody has done something to them, whether it was somebody at school, whether it was somebody, growing up with, it was one of your friends, your peers, or even worse, your parents. Sometimes, parents can say some things that are kind of hurtful and give you that insecure feeling and make you feel worthless. So this is a very, very, very good book. She just talks so transparently and open about things that happened to her in her life, and all in addition to the things that she talks about. But she also has an area in there where you could jot down different things, because even though you and her are 2 separate people, there may be some things in here that you read that resonate with you, and it may not exactly be completely parallel, but it's something that resonates with you. One of the things that she talks about in this particular book, she talks about baggage, restore of queen, too comfortable. What does that mean, to be too comfortable? That means you could be complacent in things that you're going through in your life, that you're complacent with, feeling insignificant. You're complacent with struggling in life and knowing that you don't have to struggle. Sometimes you can make some different decisions and you can pivot in your life to, do better. And sometimes when we're in that bad place, sometimes we're comfortable in that because that's familiar with us. So we don't want to step out of that comfort zone of struggling. Even though struggling kind of weird, you don't think about struggling as being a comfortable place, but weirdly, it is. So look inside. Many nights. So she talks about various things in here that can truly, truly resonate with you. So definitely you want to get this particular book to help you along the way. Like I said, it has a journal area in it, and I just absolutely love this book. And just she's a force worth working with. Happiness is within you. The lady behind the mask. So, she's also, if you want to seek her out, Lady Behind the Mask. She has that particular organization that she does. Meanwhile, go ahead and order her book today. She's on the website www.krcbookstore.com. Definitely make sure you get her book. Now, this last person that's in the book that I want to tell you about, and then we're gonna run a commercial, and then I'm gonna come back and talk about some other of the books that's not in the bookstore, but we're doing some reviews for. So if you are not in the bookstore and you're interested in having a review done right here, please make sure you get with us. Whatever platform you're watching us from, please make sure you go and you reach out to us. You can go to the website and you can send a message. I will get your message, or you can send an email, or you can seek out KRC Bookstore, or you can look for Tammy M. Lilly, or you can look for Tammy Lilly. However you want to reach out to me, I am here. So this last book is called Open Chapter. And I just absolutely love this particular book. And I know I say that about all my books, but I do. I do. I love this particular book. This is by a young man by the name of Ozzie Anderson. Ozzie Anderson is in the military. And as a young black man, he has got in touch with his feelings to tell you about things that are going on. You know, a lot of times, as women, we're feeling certain ways, and we're dealing with different things. And you may be a woman that's dealing with being a single mother, or you might be a woman that's dealing with different childhood traumas and so forth, somebody hurting you. And that somebody might be a male, but hurt people hurt other people. So even in the midst of what you're feeling, as that single mother, you have to look at the situation and know that, somewhere along the line, that young man is going through something too. So this particular book, and now he's a wonderful father. I don't say that to say that he's not a good, awesome father, very active with his children. This particular book talks about open chapters, talks about different things that are happening around us from a male perspective. And he talks about it in a poetic way. And he has a couple other books. We have one of his other books, which is Missing Rose. So definitely make sure you get to the website to get Open Chapter, to get Missing Rose. And he has a romance novel. It's not in that bookstore, but he do have a romance novel, as well as he will be releasing his next project, Diary of a Mad Black Man. I just absolutely love this story, because in our society we have, geared things so much toward, our women, and that's a beautiful thing. But we cannot forget about our male counterparts in the midst of what we're going through, in the midst of, supporting ourselves and, elevating ourselves in life. So with all that being said, that's what we're going to talk. We talked about these 5 books that are in the bookstore. And I want to pull out one of our books that we're doing a review with. I constantly go places and try to seek out other authors and support other authors and what they're doing, whether they're in the bookstore or not. And I like to give a review of their books. So, with that being said, we're going to run this commercial, and then we'll be back to do one review of one of the books that we have purchased in our walk, going to various events and traveling and so forth. So, we'll be right back with you. All right, we're back, and we're going to do our very last, do our review for the Friday night. It's in a book show. The book that we will be reviewing today is this one, I Made Him Leave. This particular book is by Miss Robin Moe Underwood, and it says on the back, It says, imagine finding the man of your dreams only to have him take advantage of your loyalty. Having grown up in a dysfunctional family has led Jackie to the life of mental grief and heartache. Though financially stable, she lacks the love and affection of a real man. She wants to find love, but learns that no matter how much she loves someone, you must first love and respect yourself. Only loving herself will lead Jackie to demand the right treatment from others. Will she realize her own worth before it's too late, or will she die trying? Hmm. Now, again, we we kind of tapping into novel. So this right here, you interested in this one? Definitely does not draw you in. Check your post because I don't know where you're at. Because so many of us have endured this. So many of us may know somebody who has endured this. I made him leave, baby. He had to leave. So this right here is a good book. This is a very good book. I had the opportunity to read through this one, and this is something that you definitely want to get, and it's not for the faint at heart. So if you're interested in it, definitely reach out to us, and we'll get you over to her to be able to get this particular book. So that's our review for today. I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for everybody who's ever supported us. Don't forget about the It's in the Book award event coming up on January 14th. Now there's some shifts going on with that particular event. We was hoping to do it in North Miami, Florida, but forth it's kind of don't know if I'd be to do it down there. We might just have to. Hey, I love my H Town. Or we may even do it in Dallas. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? January 14th. If you know somebody that you would like to nominate for the It's in the Book awards, please do so. We absolutely had a area. Amazing ladies that we honored. We did not just honor local people, but we also honored other people. I learned some things. I tweaked some things around, but ultimately I enjoyed it. I was excited. I had the opportunity to present awards to other authors. We just had the opportunity to celebrate Black literature. We had some vendors that was there. Super, super excited about doing it again. So if you're interested in volunteer to help out with that, please definitely let us know. We are here. If you are interested in knowing somebody, somebody that you would like to nominate, please do so. Reach out to me and I'll send you the link so you can go ahead and nominate that person. If you're interested in being a guest on It's in the Book show, please get with me and let me know. It is a small investment to be a guest. We would love to have you on. We want to continue to be able to celebrate um, other authors or people that are in the book field. What does that mean? That means ghostwriters. That means publisher. That means editors. That means formatters. All the players that help a book come to fruition. We want to celebrate you because you are who makes the difference. If you have a book, you need an editor. If you get a book, you need a formatter. If you're going to have a book, you need a book cover designer. So all these people make these things come to fruition. You're very, 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 we so appreciate you and you're so important. So we want to nominate you. Let's see. What else do we have coming up? We have a few other events, but we want to go ahead and get past the January event. We are also actually the Afro Social Love marketplace is coming back. If anybody in the Houston area is interested in coming with me and helping and having your book on the table, on one of our racks, please make sure you reach out to me. It is an investment for that. Ultimately, your job will be just talking about your book and pulling traffic that way. So that's what we're looking to do. We're looking to have a few people come and come help us out with that particular event. Make sure we get traffic to the bookstore section. Let's see what else is it. What else is it? And I think that's it. I want to thank you so much for watching, you guys. Thank you so much for everybody who come back and listen to the replay. Please hashtag replay. Let me know where you are hailing from. We want to hear from you. Oh, if you're interested in having that done or having a commercial done, definitely reach out to us. If you need a platform to play it on, we are here as well. So that is it. We're wrapping up. I want to thank you so much for watching. Everyone be blessed. Much all.
Here we go.